Our next topic is K-pop news. If you're a K-pop fan, let me know, who is your favorite band? I know 2. No, I know 3. A-Pink, BTS. No, I'm lying. I know 2. I thought I knew 3, but I don't. I'm stupid. Sorry. So, in today's K-pop news, that is a handsome dude. Jimin is his name. He's in a Korean pop group, K-pop, called BTS. There's been a bit of trouble. Why? Well, because he wore this shirt on, I think, Korean Independence Day, which showed that thing there is the atomic bomb that fell on Hiroshima in Japan. So this is quite controversial, of course. Yeah, obviously you shouldn't do things like that. Dude, Jimin, man, mate, this was a bad decision. Also, his band member, Mate, wore a hat with a Nazi symbol on it. Dude, what you doing? What are you doing? I don't know his name. If you're a BTS fan, let me know. So this is the topic. This is the controversy. One wore a Nazi hat and one wore a t-shirt seemingly celebrating the fall of the atomic bomb on Hiroshima. Obviously, not a brilliant idea. So they gave an apology. They said sorry publicly about this. So let's look at that apology. Then we'll decide, was that a good apology? Could it have been better? And we'll look at other ways to apologize in English and how to accept an apology in English. So let's have a look. Okay, this is the apology that they gave. We would like to offer our sincerest apologies to anyone who has suffered pain, distress, and discomfort due to our shortcomings and oversight in ensuring that these matters receive our most careful attention. Vocabulary that we're doing: sincere, distress, due to, shortcomings, and oversight. Also notice I highlighted ensuring. That's just the progressive version of ensure, which we just did a minute ago. It means to make sure something happens. Sincere, I believe it translates well to Latin languages, but let's be clear. Sincere means it's honest. It's from the heart. For example, what I'm telling you is sincere. The opposite would be, it's just a joke. I'm not serious. It's bullshit. But to be sincere, you're speaking truly, really, from the heart, and it's honest. Distress it's painful, a stressful feeling. So if you do something and it makes someone feel, you're causing them distress, pain. Due to. Last time we learned that due to can mean an scheduled thing or an expectation. Like, for example, my flight is due to arrive at 5 p.m. Example. But this one, this due to, this has a different meaning. It's a different context. Due to can mean because of. Example, the tennis match was cancelled due to bad weather. In London, what happens often, the trains are not running due to a strike. Always happens. Next one is shortcomings. Your shortcomings are your weaknesses, or things, basically, things you're not good at. You're not good enough at. For example, if you talk about your strengths as a person and your weaknesses, they're your shortcomings. What can we give as an example? England has a few shortcomings. Firstly, our weather. It's not great. These are all quite formal words, by the way. So in casual conversation, you might not hear them often. In formal conversation, in formal writing, then you probably would. So oversight means you didn't pay enough attention and a mistake happened. So in this case, they are suggesting that they weren't paying enough attention to this image on the shirt or the Nazi symbol on the dude's hat. It's not difficult to see. I say this is a bullshit apology. So try to use these in your own examples. I want to check your examples. Lourdes Celis is saying due to equals therefore. Well, let me show you. So if I say it's raining, therefore I'll take an umbrella. I won't say it's raining due to I'll take an umbrella. So no, it works in the reverse way almost. Example, I'm taking an umbrella due to the rain. So no, it's not the same as therefore. Little Pivoine is saying, my shortcoming in using Excel upsets me. I can't use Microsoft Excel. It sucks. K-pop is my shortcoming. Pooji Po is saying, I didn't go to the gym this afternoon due to the rain, cats and dogs. Firstly, don't say it's raining cats and dogs. It doesn't sound natural. Secondly, just due to the rain. That's enough. Serena Salvia saying, British intonation is one of my shortcomings. Hyungyu Lee, whoa, that is an amazing example. Due to watching Papa, Ali is my name. Not Papa, Ali. I sincerely overcame my shortcomings of English. I mean, it's almost perfect. Your use of sincerely sounds a bit unnatural, but remove that from the sentence and it's perfect. I overcame my shortcomings in English. Bernadette Yara is saying, Ali, did they ever deliver the reason why they wore those symbols? Honestly, so if you're following this story and you know if they gave a reason, please let me know because I would love to know. As a Korean, I feel bad to see BTS being popular since they could worsen South Korea's reputation. Really? I've already explained the reason and apologized many times. Cool. But what do we think? I mean, is that enough? What do we think? Okay, this is very formal. You won't say this to someone face to face, for example. So these are ways that you can apologize in English. Okay, the first one. I know I hurt your feelings. It's important to acknowledge, to realize, say to the other person, I know that I'm bad. I did something bad. Another way to say it, I messed up. This is quite informal. So you probably won't say it to your boss. I messed up. I'm sorry. Also, notice the pronunciation. The ED is a T sound. So messed up. That's the connected sound. Messed up. I messed up. Sorry. That one's quite common to use, though, like with your friends. I forgot to bring food. I messed up. Sorry. A bit more formal. I'm ever so sorry. I'm ever so sorry. This one sounds very sincere. If someone said this to me, oh, I'm ever so sorry. This sounds deep. It sounds very from the heart, sincere. I encourage use of I'm ever so sorry. In fact, I'm quite British. If I hit someone when I'm walking, if I bump into someone, I will say, oh, I'm ever so sorry. That's my standard reply. That's my standard apology. I'm ever so sorry. Number 4, I completely apologize. What is it, apologize? Well, pronunciation is always, British or American, apologize with a Z sound, a Z sound. However, I've given 2 examples right here. Apologize with an SE, that's the British spelling. With ZE, that's the American spelling. So any I's, A's, like analyze, the Z, that's the American spelling. The S, it's a British spelling. It's that simple. Number 5, I was completely in the wrong. So we can say it this way. I was in the wrong. Just make sure you have the preposition correct with that. Number 6, I shouldn't have done that. So this, we get a bit more of... The grammar gets a bit more advanced with this one. I shouldn't have done that. We know the meaning of should means it's a good idea. Shouldn't, it's not a good idea. So to say that in the past, I shouldn't have. And that is a verb 3, just there. Past participle, verb 3. Done, eaten, drunk, swum. It's a verb 3. I shouldn't have done that. And finally, my bad. This is very informal. So if you're with your friends, that's the one you use. Oh, sorry, my bad. This is very, very informal. Never use this with a boss. It doesn't sound sincere. You can use it as a joke apology if you don't really mean the apology. You can be sarcastic with it. Oh, good question. Olio is saying, what's the difference between sorry and excuse me? Sorry is a bit more serious. So if someone dies, you would say, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. Your brother died. I'm sorry. Or if I break something of yours, oh, I'm so sorry. Like that. Excuse me, they're more for small things. For example, if you're walking, you want to pass someone. Oh, excuse me. Or if you want someone to repeat something. Excuse me. You can also use sorry for that. Cool. So those are ways to apologize. But if someone says them to you, how can you accept that? Let's have a look. Ways to accept apologies. So someone says sorry to you. How can you reply? Of course, that's all right. That's okay. Look at the pronunciation. All right. All right. That's all right. Don't worry. That's all right. Second one is my favorite. No worries. No worries. This is very common. It's very informal. But to be honest, I use it in formal situations. I don't know why. It's informal, but it sounds okay in many situations. No worries. No problem, standard. But that's boring. We don't like standard here. It doesn't matter. You want to say, it's not important. Don't worry. It doesn't matter. Number 5, this is interesting. You couldn't help it. If you want to say, okay, you did a bad thing, but it wasn't your choice. Maybe someone else did something, meaning it's not your responsibility that this bad thing happened. You can say, oh, you couldn't help it. It's it doesn't matter. No worries. Okay, if someone comes into your house, they open the door and something falls off, I don't know, a shelf. And they say, oh, sorry. You might say to them, oh, you couldn't help it. It's not your fault. You couldn't help it. Next one, no harm done. No hard feelings. These are interesting. So no harm done just means, it's like, I forgive you. I don't feel bad. This is the same as number 7, no hard feelings. No harm done? No hard feelings. No hard feelings, usually we drop the H. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. So yeah, if you want to say, oh, maybe what you did was bad, but I don't hate you. Yeah, quite specifically, I don't hate you. You say, no harm done. No hard feelings. We're good. We're okay. Serena is asking about the H in hard feelings. I wouldn't say it. That specific expression feels a bit less formal, a bit less posh. So I would drop the H. Oh, no hard feelings. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. Oh, Bariatu is saying no biggies. No biggie. Yeah, that's true. Not a big deal. That's okay. No biggie. That's also another one. That's a great example. Yeah, really good. Well done. Okay, so those are some great ways to apologize and how to accept apologies. Make sure you are writing as we go. Our next story